Hello and welcome to another WyzeTribe training video. My name is Melanie McSally and I will be your instructor for this video. In this video, we are going through Postly and how you would use this tool. So once you log in, you will come to your main dashboard in the Postly app. I'm just going to do a quick tour through the tool so you can see where everything is and how you go about setting it up. So this is your main dashboard. Yours will not be so populated when you first log in because obviously when you first log in, it's empty. On the right-hand side, Postly does a great job at showing you what are the upcoming holidays. They will show you, I believe they show you holidays for all sorts of different countries, but it could just be countries that your logins are coming from. So anyway, so events are on the right-hand side. You can customize this list. Sometimes they show social media calendar events as well, so that can be helpful. On the left-hand side is your menu of options for creating content and automating the posting out to your social media. So the first thing I want to show you is how to add your social media to the tool. So we're going to go over here on the left-hand side and click platforms. Up at the top, you'll see how many platforms you are able to add to your account. So based on your license, how many are allowed to you. If you are on My Enterprise, if I've granted you access to post out to your social media using My Enterprise license of Postly, then you have unlimited platforms available to you. And so you can add as many as you would like for your account, and it will give you how many you have towards that unlimited license. Okay, so first, to add a new platform, you're going to click on it. So I'll click on one that I don't already have added so you can see what it looks like in the first place. So Telegram, excuse me. Let's just unconnect Facebook so that way you can see what it looks like. I'm going to go back to platforms. Okay, I will go a little bit slower this time. So we are going to click on Facebook since it's not connected. And this is what it shows you when you first get here. If you are already logged in to your Facebook, then this will just be seamless. If you're not already logged in, it will ask you to log in. If you are an agency or if you are a business that has multiple logins to Facebook, then you're going to want to make sure that within this browser that you are logged in to the account that you want to connect to Postly first. Make sure you're not logged into a different Facebook account that you do not want attached to Postly. So I'm going to go ahead and hit connect. It's going to ask me who I want to connect as. So I want to connect as myself. And then I do manage multiple Facebooks, but I actually set up my permissions so that all those other brands give me access to the entities or the assets that I'm going to manage to my Facebook profile. So that way I'm always logging in as myself. I do not have to log in as anybody else. And I have only the level of privileges necessary for me to manage the assets I've agreed to manage. So that is a great way to leverage the security of Facebook and to not get your account seized. All right, so I'm going to continue as myself. And then it's going to go ahead and connect that profile. Now, this is just step one. There is another step. So I just want to make sure that you know that. So first, to check, we have a blue check mark there in the upper right-hand corner that tells us that Facebook is connected. So I'm going to click through, and you'll see that I have multiple assets associated with me. And because I already had Facebook connected in the past, it went ahead and just defaulted what I had last time. But for you, you would go ahead and connect the pages and or groups that you want connected. Now, if you had a previous Postly account, or if you're coming in here and you want to switch which pages or which groups have access and you're not seeing the pages or groups that you would like to see, for instance, I do have Facebook groups and we're not seeing them here, then how you would manage that is you would actually go into Facebook, you would go into your settings, you would go into your permissions and apps, and then you would disconnect Postly. So you would go into your privacy settings within Facebook, you would see what external apps have access to your Facebook, and you would disconnect Postly from there. Then when you come back in here, since you have revoked access, it will give you all the steps of the wizard and not just these 2 steps that I'm showing you. So just to give you a heads up at what those steps are, is first you connect your Facebook, and then you come into this step, which is to assign which pages, which groups Postly has access to. And if you've ever done this before and limited the what Postly has access to, then those things will not show up here. And so you would need to go back to Facebook, disconnect, and then come back here and re-go through that wizard. Okay, so the same is true for Instagram, LinkedIn, Google My Business, and YouTube. The setup process is the same for all of those. Twitter is a little different because of the way Twitter has changed their setup process. You actually have to sign up for a developer account. So if you're on WyzeTribe's enterprise version, we have a developer license for Twitter, and so we will handle adding your Twitter account to your profile for you. We will likely request a certain level of permissions for you in order to do that. So Twitter is a little different. And then Pinterest is similar to Facebook in that once you've added your account, you need to go through and add which boards you have access to and which boards you're going to post to. So that's the only major difference between all of those. Now we're going to go over and just look through what these different features are that are available to you. Now, you might not have access to all of these links. So if you're not seeing any of these links, you might not have access. My account is an enterprise agency account. So I have full permissions across the board to all of the add-ons and so forth. So I have the highest level of permissions. You might not be at that level. And so if you're missing anything, it might be that you need to upgrade your account. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is the content planner. Now this looks like your standard calendar, and it's a way for you to see visually when you have posts going out, when they're scheduled, and what platforms they're going to. So as you can see, ours is pretty populated for the month, and we can hover over to see a little bit more about what these posts are and where they're going. And obviously you can click into it if you want to get the full details, see the images, see what platforms they're going to, and then all the metadata associated with the post. You can also edit from here, and if the post has already gone out, so if we're in the past, then you do have the ability to pull that post from social media. I will warn you that this doesn't always work as intended. So I highly suggest that if you do delete from everywhere, that you go out to your individual social media accounts and check that it actually happened. Okay, so that's how you see everything visually. And you can schedule right from here. So you can click and obviously you can't do it in the past, but you can click and create a new post with that date. And then you would click the schedule in order to change the time as well as the time zone. This screen for what it looks like to schedule a post looks exactly the same no matter where you do it from. So you would select which platforms you want to go out to. You can create audiences if you're going to be doing the same kinds of posts out to the same kinds of platforms on a regular basis. So for instance, there are some social medias that square posts look better, and there are some social medias that rectangular posts look better. So I have those defaulted. I have image only audiences. So if I want to post an image only post, then I can choose this and it'll go to all of my image only. And then all of the accounts that are non-video. So this basically is everything other than YouTube and what's the other one? TikTok. And I don't actually have TikTok, so I don't use it. But so anyway, you can choose one of these. So for instance, if I choose this all non-video and click continue, you'll see that everything is selected except for YouTube. Now with Pinterest, it doesn't actually select the board for you, so you have to highlight that yourself. And then if I hit continue, you'll see that Pinterest and Google and Instagram as well have particular additional settings that you can configure. Now for Pinterest, title is required, so you do have to put something here, but these other two are optional. And then this is optional for Google Business. You can choose to do a Facebook post or a carousel post. And then once I put in text, it will give me the option to add a first comment down here for Instagram. So right now, the reason why it's not there is because I haven't added media yet, and media is required for Instagram. So right now, I wouldn't be able to post this to Instagram until I add media. So if I choose add media, you can choose to pull from Google Drive, Pixel, Shutterstock, or you can upload from your computer, and then you just want to specify, are you looking for an image or are you looking for a video? So if I choose upload, and I choose a post, now you should see my first comment to Instagram. And so then this schedule would go to the date that's up here. Or if I didn't want to schedule, if I just wanted to post right now, I would click this publish now button. Now, for me, I always schedule it out in the future before I start creating my post, even if it's for today. I'm currently recording this video at 11:30. And so I might schedule it for noon or for 1, just something that's in the future. That way, if I accidentally hit the schedule button instead of the preview or the campaign buttons, then it won't actually go out. And so that's just a safety check on my end. I can be risk averse at times. So I schedule it out in the future. That way, if I accidentally hit this button, it won't go out to the social media until I'm ready for it to go out. Now, if you want your social media post to have swipe images, AKA more than one, you would just hit this add more here. Now, before you post, you can preview your post on the different platforms. And this is especially important for Twitter because Twitter only allows you 280 characters and will thread your post if you're over 280 characters. So if I was long-winded and I had a long form post, which are in these days, but aren't great for Twitter, then it would create multiple posts to segment that text. So what I usually do is I usually create a separate post for Twitter that is just a one-liner, like a tweetable moment, if you will. However, if you do want to post your images and post your longer form content on Twitter, then you'll want to preview this so you can do your own line breaks where it makes sense. So this just allows you to do that. So what would happen is, and I will just show you an example of, I think this one might be a good example. I think I'm going to have to edit in order. Actually, it's not a good one. This is probably a good one. All right, so if I hit edit and I hit preview for Twitter, you'll see that it started with one post and ended with another. So how I had this, now remember, if you've chopped up your Twitter post and it's connected to your other posts and you hit edit, then it's going to default it back to the original of what every other post has. So I had already chopped this up, but because I hit edit, now you're seeing it back in its original form. So what I'm going to do, this is what I did last time, is I'm going to copy this hashtag. I am going to give me 1 second. Here we go. So you see I do have enough characters, so I'm going to delete this extra thread and I'm going to edit this top one. I just happen to know that I need to get rid of this period in order to have enough characters to add this guy in. Oh, no, I guess I do. Oh, I know why. Here. Here. And edit. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's right. It's up here. Okay, so now my tweet has different content than the rest of my posts. And I'm still going to scroll down, and then I'm going to do update post, and that post has been updated. There is, let's see. What am I looking for? Content planner. I can't remember which ones. Anyway, and you can also, let's see, I'll do a new one just so you can see. I'm just gonna choose Twitter for now. Media, upload, and 1 and 5, open. And I am going to okay, so I went and got some text from a different post just so we have a bunch of long text. And now we're going to preview, and you can see that there are multiple threads. So one thing you can do is you can actually delete one of the image from here, and then you can add that image to a later post. So you have your first image with some of the text, then you have a later image with some of the text. You can delete threads, you can edit threads. Let's say we want to edit this one. Interesting. There we go. So you can edit the text, you can add images, you can do anything from here. But this is a great way to see what it's going to look like out on Twitter before you actually schedule it. So I do not want to post this, so I'm going to close that out. Okay, so back to our tour. So we know how to use the content calendar to see what our posts are going to look like, to edit, to see which platforms they're going to, so on and so forth. We can also see they turn from blue to green when they've already been posted. So we can also see what's already been posted out there. And then we can actually go back to our home screen to create a post as well. And so this is going to default to the one I was just doing. And I believe in order to delete this, I need to go to a different screen, or I can just delete the content. So anyway, I won't worry about that now because it's not relevant. Okay, so you can also create posts from AI, and how you would use this is you would fill out their little questionnaire here, and then it will generate some options for you. It's quite similar to ChatGPT, so if you prefer using ChatGPT, you're welcome to do that. If you don't have a ChatGPT license, you can come in here and you can use this one because it is included with your access to the tool. So if you're doing a promotional product, you would put your product's name in the top, you would describe it, and you would say, what is the tone of your post that you want to create. So let's just say I did optimize your success masterclass and learn the proven strategy I used. And I want it to be persuasive. And I want to choose from 4 options. So create copies. And so you can see that it gives you some options to choose from for your posts. And what I generally do is copy the one that's closest. I open another window, I copy the one that's closest, and then I pick and choose from the others and I edit from there. So I don't just take one unless I love it. Or I come back here and I add more content to get it closer to what I want. Remember that the tool is going to be learning your styles. So if it doesn't land on what you want, then I highly suggest you come back and you keep trying until it does, because that it's going to learn how you like to talk and what your tone is, what your preferences are over time. Okay, so that's the AI tool for creating a post. You can also click this to say, I want to create a post from here, or you can click copy and then go create the post on your own. I've never used bulk posts, but I believe what this is for you to set up a spreadsheet and then load the spreadsheet up into the tool. You can create a poll post. So ask your questions. So you could use these for engagement. Managing drafts. This is where you need to go to delete something that that you started and don't want to post. Like this guy here. Okay. So then, oh, let's delete this one too. Okay. So then your media library, this would be any external tools that you have connected to this tool in order to upload media. A content planner we've already covered. Platforms we've already covered. Teams is where access is displayed for your particular tool. And so if we've set you up on our account, then we've given you access depending, and that level is depending on what you're asking for. So you would have an owner for your account, and then you would also potentially have rights to approve posts before they go out, require approval, or require multiple approvals. So a workflow that, multiple people have to approve before it goes out to social media. And then your workspace settings. So just your preferences there. And then these are some more AI tools. So we can go to the dashboard and see what options we have. So we have the writer. So the writer is the same tool that I just showed you, but this is specific to what are you actually looking to do. Are you looking to create product posts? Are you looking for caption ideas or just general post ideas? Are you looking for specifically Instagram captions? Are you looking for hashtags? That's later, but it is in this tool. calls to action, how to word your calls to action, ideas for videos, captions, and as well as video calls to action. And then for creating images using AI, so art or an editor, and then blog posts. If you're looking for ideas for blogs, the caption, the title, your SEO data, so on and so forth, digital ads. If you're looking for AI to write you a digital ad for a specific platform. And then if you're looking for creating your sales posts, right? Like attention grabbing sales posts, and you would come in here. Again, we just talked about it, hashtag generators. And then some additional tools are direct messaging with people who reach out to you on social media, your analytics for each of your tools. I love an automated social media tool, mostly because it allows me to post out to social media and engage with people who have engaged with my posts without ever having to get on social media. So a lot of times I will have, people will at me in their groups, or they'll reach out to me and I won't see it for days because I'm not on social media every day. But to a person outside of, my everyday existence, they might not know that because I am regularly posting to social media and I am regularly engaging with people who engage with my posts. So I am active on social media, but I don't actually have to be on social media to be active. And so I don't I don't succumb to the mindless scrolling that actually being on platforms creates or generates internally. Okay, so link management is basically like Bitly. It allows you to create short URLs. And this is especially important for Twitter since you have that 280 character limit. So if you have a URL and you are posting to Twitter for a call to action, then I highly suggest you use this link shortener so you can maintain, or you can put as much text into your 280 characters as needed. And then your own personal profile and what that looks like. You don't have to worry about any of this billing if you're on our specific plan. So that is your overview of the tool and how to create, edit posts, and utilize the AI tools. Hopefully this has been helpful. If you need any additional videos or you just liked this video, please do reach out and engage with us. We love your engagement. Thank you so much. And until next time.